Anything. I'm going to stop overspending because now I see what I'm spending. That's good. I'm looking for overflow. That's good. Come on, overflow. I love it. All right. Anyone else?
Managing money is about strategy.
Absolutely. Ooh, honey. Managing money is about strategies. That's good. All right. Anybody else want to share? Come on, Harry. I see you. It's cute. Stop procrastinating. Get it done.
Don't sacrifice the big picture for the small.
All right. Don't let your pennies count your dollars, he said. Don't sacrifice the big picture for the small picture. I like that. That's good. It's a real good one. Okay. Anybody complete their binders? Yeah. Got a binders completed? As much as I could? Okay. That you got everything in every section that's supposed to be there. Especially when we're talking about your binders, we're talking about the one with your information in it, your financial binder that says, if something happens to me, go here. All right, we got one completion. Anybody else? Okay. Kinda? Y'all don't look real confident. Got it done? Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead. That means it ain't completed and you can't get this money, but we can get you a binder. We got you. All right, perfect. So, Ms. Valencia, for completing your binder. Oh, since he makes sure you do things on track. All right. Well, we got two, and you get one too. Here you go for completing your binder. She helped you make you do it. Don't worry about it. Y'all trying to keep giving the money away. Golly, boy, you can't even give the people the money. There you go. She said you helped you. You accountability partner. We give you your money. Goodness. They won't even let me get the money away this morning, y'all. All right, so what we have, and we're going to make sure, okay, he's good to go. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate you. What we want to do this morning, we're going to do a little bit of background, and then we'll get into your investing. The thing is that if you take it out of order with your investments, you create this thing called a put and take account. You put the money in the account, the tire goes out or the refrigerator goes out, and then what we do? Take it out. Because it's like, oh man, I need this money, so now I got to take it out. So our objective is to not create a put and take account so that you have a financial foundation to where we say we have our savings money and our investing money. We have both. Those are different types. Those are different monies. So let's talk about the difference. Saving is when you put money to the side for a specific period of time for a specific purpose. Okay? So when we talk about saving, we're talking about it's really just delayed spending. I'm going to put it that way. Saving is just delayed spending. Let's keep it simple. You're going to spend it soon one day, but not right now. Put it to the side. But investing is when you're expecting to grow your money over a 5-year or more period. And there's a theory that Charles teaches. He says, Candace, if you wait 10 years or more for your money to stay in your investment, you'll have a 95% opportunity for a positive rate of return. He said if you keep the money in that account for 15 years or more, you're almost guaranteed a positive rate of return. Of course, if this is a good account that we're teaching you how to do, which we're going to do today. All right, so that's the objective. Saving is delayed spending, and investing is you putting your money expecting a rate of return. Okay? Now, on top of that, your savings account, this is a big one. We get this all the time. Should not be over $3,000. Anything over $3,000 should be put in a growth kind of account. And somebody looking at me like, Candace, I got way more than $3,000 in my savings account. We understand. Our objective is to make sure you're educated. So we're not saying put all of the money at risk. We're saying that it should at least be growing, and your savings account gets you 0.0001%. Y'all with me? Next time, I'm going to put this in my notes. Let me get a pen. Can I get a pen? Can I borrow a pen? Anybody can I borrow a pen? Thank you. I'm going to help myself later. But I'm going to put this in my notes because I have an example of an account that had like $50,000 in it and how they made 1 cent. It was really cool. So I'm going to put that in my notes. Get account info. some of the online banks give more money. That's true. That's true. I won't get into that today. But what I'm going to tell you, if you got more than $3,000 in your savings account, we should be having that additional money somewhere else. Okay? All right, let's talk about it. We're going to keep going. Saving is just delayed spending. We got that in your notes. Everybody got that? All right. And then investing is when your money is expecting a return. We got that. All right. Now, how do I know if my money's growing? Everybody want to invest, but how you know if it's growing? Oh, we got crickets. That means we get to learn something. Okay. P&L. Your P&L. All right. The investment will have a statement that shows if it's in the positive or the negative, but how do you know? Because they just telling you something. How do you really know? That's what we're going to learn. Just a second. Let's do it. It's called the Rule of 72. You got a document? Everybody got a document? We call it the banker's secret. Because we love Arvest, don't we? Yeah. Yes. Okay, I won't listen now. You getting that food this morning that Arvest paid for that. We love Arvest. Okay, all right. Now, but this is the secret that Arvest is not going to tell you. This is how the system works. Now, Marcus is an affiliate of Arvest, but he's going to agree with us silently today. He's going to walk out the room. Okay, perfect. So the rate of return is telling you how much money your money is going to earn based on what the percentage is that you're getting back. So the banker's secret says we're going to use the rule of 72, write that down, the rule of 72, to see how much money you're going to make. Now, when you do the rule of 72, you take 72, you divide it by the interest rate, and it tells you how long it's going to take your money to double. Ooh, this is really good. It's really, really good. Everybody got it wrote down? 72 divided by the interest rate equals your money doubled. We ready? Everybody ready to move with me? Now, this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense sometimes, but when we show you the breakdown, it'll kind of come together. Now, the first example, we're going to say you have a rate of return of 4%. Somebody get your calculator and tell me how many years it takes for a 4% rate of return to double. 4% is the interest rate. Yes, you get to do work this morning. I'm going to warm you up before Deacon Thomas comes in and give you the smack down. 18? Everybody else get 18? How do we do the math? 72 divided by 4 equals 18. Y'all with me? Nodding heads. Okay, great. 72 divided by 4 equals 18 years. So you telling me, Candace, that if I put $10,000 in an account, that my money is going to double every 18 years. So if I'm 30 years old in this example, that means when I'm 48, I'll have $20,000, and when I'm 66, I'll have $40,000. That what you saying to me, Candace? I talk to myself since y'all ain't talking to me. Okay. Yes. Wow. When we start looking at the numbers like that, it's like, oh man, I thought 4% might have been all right. But when you learn how to do the numbers to where you can see if the money's really growing, this starts to be aha moments. Let's keep going. The banker's secret, the question I always ask is, what is your interest rate at your bank? Anybody know? Low. Marcus? Low? All right, we got it. It's low, right? And I don't even, that 4%, that was real good if you're getting that from your bank. Okay, not in certain kind of accounts, right? But we're talking about your savings accounts and things like that normally people are getting. And so we have to just be smart about it. This is not a bash the bank moment. It's really not. It's a realize what the banks are used for, realize how you're affected with your money, and fix it. That's it. So before Deacon Thomas can come up and talk to you about, oh, you should go invest in this, and oh, it sounds really cool, you got to understand how your money works. So that even if a financial advisor gives you advice, you can look and say, well, let me see if my money going to really grow. Does that make sense? So what's the formula? That's it. We got it. All right, perfect. I ain't got no money for everybody right now, okay? Y'all did a great job. All right, so Kate has $10,000 in her savings account at her local bank. Her interest rate is 2%. How many years will it take her money to double? Help me. Do the math. Uh-oh, somebody got it already. 36 years. Whew. So if you got more than $3,000 in your savings account, do you understand why we're saying that now? Because that money could be doing way more than sitting in your savings account getting nothing. Okay? What does the interest rate need to be in order for the $40,000 on this example to double to $80,000? What does the rate need to be in order for that $40,000 that's in the example that's on your page to double to $80,000? 10%? I heard that. I got real good ears. All right. Anybody else? 8%. All right, double it. I mean, that would make sense. Well, let's see. So there's this thing called simple interest and compound interest. I'm going to do some math with you today. Y'all ready? I'm just playing, right? Listen, I ain't going to do you like that. I ain't going to do you like that. I'm going to keep it simple. Yeah, it's early. Y'all got to have some fun. You know what I'm saying? You was like, that didn't look like it was going to be fun at all. I feel you. Here we go. So simple interest and compound interest. Let's talk about the difference between the two. Simple interest is calculated with the principal or the original amount only. That's really important. Simple interest is only the original amount you put in, nothing else. So if you put in $1,000, it's only going to use that $1,000 the entire time. That's simple interest. But compound interest is calculated with the principal amount or the amount you put in plus the growth. Y'all got the difference? Compound interest is the amount of principal or the original amount you put in plus the growth of that account. So if we do an example, if you invested at simple interest, if you invest $1,000, it grows to $2,000. The interest only grows on which amount? 1,000. That's simple interest. Compound interest says that same $1,000 is invested, it grows to $200. Grows $200 in growth, but there's $1,200 used for the interest. That's compound interest. That's the simplest way to put it. Now, they gave you, if you search compound interest, that nice calculation. That's what they gave you. I just made it simple for you. That simple? We okay? Now, you're saying, Candace, what this got to do with anything? Well, it's got everything to do with the fact that how 4% is not the number, 8% is not the doubled number, or 10%, because compound interest takes all the money. So you need 6% in order for that number from 40,000 to double to 80,000. Y'all follow me? Now, let's do the math. Just because I want you to practice, what is the number of years that the 6% will double? How many? 12? I think you got it. 72 divided by 6 is 12. So that's 12 years. That means if I'm 30, I had $10,000, that money is going to double all the way to $80,000 at age 66. Is that enough money? Somebody said 6% was pretty good. Don't you see how the things that we hear and people that's at the cubicle next to us tell us stuff, and then you really get in class and be like, boy, they didn't know what they was talking about. It's okay. The objective is to make sure you understand how this works, and now you can go back and say, well, this is how compound interest works, right? We on track. Now, if the banks are giving us 4 and 6%, how much are they earning? 12, 15, 20? Okay. What's your interest rate on your credit cards? We talked about it. 26%, 24%. We looked at the what a mess when we run it up and all the things, right? They getting the money. Let me show you. We know that's not enough for retirement. We ain't got to talk about that. So let's look at 12%. What if the bank got 12%? Or what if you got 12%? Let's look at your money today. How about that? What's the numbers? How many years? Okay. Ooh, he's excited about that one. 6. Okay. I think we might be able to do something. Now, let's say you're 30 years old. This is the example, right? The objective of this exercise is to show you how money works and doubles with the numbers, right? Let's say you got $10,000. We're going to double. Now, I want to be real clear. If you take a look, the timelines, at 42, there was $40,000 here, yes? Over in this area at 42, we had 20. Oh, we ain't even got a number here. We had 20,000 here. The 80,000 was made at year 48, but they gave it to you at 66 or at 60. You see how we're making the money? Now, we can make this kind of money, but this is normally what happens when you're not aware of how the banks and how your money works. Let's put it that way. So they give it to us, but they already have made the money. So we got to be smart and get more than 4 and 6, yes? Yes. All right, let's keep going. At 54, we got 160,000. And this is a one-time investment. Isn't that something? That's not even how we teach you how to invest, but we'll keep talking. At 60, it's 320,000. And at age 66, it's $640,000. Whew. That's pretty good, huh? I think we all right. We probably can do something with that 640. This is how money works. And when we look at the money and the difference between the two, you coming to class, what you all do, and showing up and implementing the strategies is a $600,000 decision for this wonderful free class. Look at that. Something to think about, right? Amazing. So leaving your money at the bank is a $600,000 decision. But the thing is the bank has these laws and things that they can do that for every $1,000 you put in the bank, they can loan it out 10 times. I'm going to say it again because y'all might have missed it. Y'all still asleep. For every $1,000 you put in the bank, they can loan it out 10 times. So I'm not saying don't use the bank. The bank is wonderful because you need the banks, right? We love Arvest. The objective is to make sure that your money is put in a position to where you can get the growth on your money instead of other people getting all the growth on your money. Simple, yes.
So, bank is lending my money out 10 times.
Yeah.
Cut of that 10 times?
If the bank is loaning my money out 10 times, do I get a cut of that 10? No. It's a great question, but that's the objective. That's why we're teaching it, because you're not getting a cut. So how can let me get that cut of my money, okay? That's how we want to see it. So what you don't know can hurt you and cost you a lot of money. That's the next thing. This is Deacon Thomas's quote, so I put his picture up there. He always feels some kind of way when he see it, but I got him. How you invest is just as important as your rate of return. So we gave the example of the one-time investment of the $10,000. The reason we give you that is because it's easier for us to give you the numbers and how to work it. But that's not how we're going to tell you how to invest. There's a document in your binder that says the dollar cost average, and it looks like this. Y'all have that in your binders? White. Yeah, I don't know. Is it white or black with the black? Let's see what page it's on. 32, thank you. Page 32.
Hey, Candace.
Yes.
Can I say one thing, too? While
Absolutely.
So, as a banker, I have to say that there are times when you need an emergency fund, you need quick access to your money. And so there are times when that money market savings account or that DDA, or we call them DDAs, but that checking account is appropriate. But the whole point of this class is to make sure that we recognize that if we have excess money, we need to utilize that money as leverage and have your money working for you. All of those funds that you don't need beyond your emergency fund, we need to have that money working for you. So even while you are sleeping, that money is working for you.
That's good. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Y'all ready? Dollar cost averaging. So on the dollar cost averaging sheet, we're going to go over how you should invest your money. And when you got a question? Nope. Okay. How you invest your money. So on this example, we're going to give you the difference between a one-time investment and a monthly investment. A one-time investment one time versus a monthly investment, the money is the same. Let's take a look. So some of you have lump sums of money, and we say, hey, you don't need more than $3,000 in that account. And you say, okay, I got this extra money. I'm just going to go dump it somewhere. maybe we should be smarter about what we do, right? So let's look at how we invest that money. So on the example, it's showing that the fund price is $10. Fund price $10, the amount invested is $100, and the share price, purchase price is $10, right? So that's 10 shares, we got it, value of the account's $100. Pretty simple. Every month, the same $100 is invested. What is 100 on a daily basis? What does Deacon Thomas always say? What's the number? $3.33 a day. You see how we keep that consistent? Even if you just do this $100, which is $3.33 a day, you're still buying more shares every month. We together? Now, February, the fund price dropped to $9. But how much money did we spend? $100. Okay, you got it. You got it right the first time. It was real low, so we're going to see what happens next time. All right, so fund price $9.32. I bought a little bit more shares, right? That's 10.73 shares. That's more shares, yes? All right, the next month, let's see what happens. The fund price went down to $8. How much money did I spend? Okay, got a little louder that time. Still, $100. All right, $3.33 a day, but I purchased 12 shares this time. Y'all following me? Okay. Ooh, in April, the fund price went down to $7.97. How much money did I spend? $100. I bought more shares. Again, May, how much did I spend? All the way down. September, let's say the price went all the way to $8.97. How much money did I spend? Man, I'm hoping we're getting it, right? It's not about the big money. It's about how you invest. The entire year, I spent $100 all year, which is going to be how much money for the year? $1,200. We together. At $1,200, but every time I bought at $100, I bought more shares, yes? So this number keeps changing. Well, what that's doing to the value of your money is extreme, because your rate of return on this investment is 15.77% because I bought monthly. But the difference is that if I would have took that same $1,200 and I put it in that one account one time, you see how the market goes up and it goes down, it goes up and it goes down. Well, that same $1,200 put in there one time, look, when the market changed, it didn't have anything to continue to change. It was just that money. Guess what? That same money, same fund equals 1.3% on your rate of return because you only invested one time and there was nothing working for you with you continuing to buy new shares. Now, would I prefer 15.7% or 1%? How you invest is just as important as your rate of return. You have to do it consistently. Consistently. All right? Somebody thought earlier, I'm just going to take that money and go put it in something. Or now, I'm going to take that money and I'm going to do a little bit, do a little bit, do a little bit out of that same money I had because how I invest is just as important as my rate of return. Questions on this? No? All right, here we go. The rule of 72 says 72 divided by 15.77 means my money doubles every 4.5 years. Versus if I do a lump sum investment, well, we know what 1% is. 1.72 divided by 1.3 is every 55 years. Your money's doubling. So should I invest my money month to month? Yes. I'm going to make sure we got it. Should I invest my money every single month? Yes. Even if it's just $50, $100. Some of you are thinking to yourself, I shouldn't start investing because I ain't got it all together. But your small amounts make big differences. They really do, okay? Here we go. Another example. One-time investment of $10,000 over the years is $10,000 at a rate of return of 10%. This person at the 40th year, if you note here, it's kind of cut off on the screen. This one-time investment is $452,000. But the same $100 investment over, what was this? This is showing a 40-year period, so it gives all the examples. The difference is $632,000. That's a $200,000 difference in the way your money grows. That's a big difference, y'all. So if you're looking at small dollars, big dollars, whatever you're doing, we're just going to get started, right? All right, good. Your lack of knowledge costs us money. There's another document in your thing. What is it called? Your investor profile. There we go. Let's flip that page for me. Somebody help me. There we go. The next page over is blue. It says Charles Schwab at the top. Everybody got it? Say got it? All right. How's the family? Wonderful. Now, before you can actually start investing, which Deacon Thomas is going to go over in just a second, because I know everybody's going to come to the investment class to get all the stock tips and stuff. That stuff real cute, but if you don't know what you're doing, it don't mean nothing, okay? All right, so we're gonna give you that good foundation. That's our objective. What kind of investor are you? Do anybody know?
Moderate.
I'm moderate.
Aggressive.
I'm aggressive. Okay, I'm aggressive. I got 3 people that know and 40 that don't. It's okay, because that's what we're finna do. It's all right. I'm giving y'all a hard time, but I'm glad that we're here. It's Saturday morning, y'all. They're like, why are you so excited? Because I am. Let's do it. Now, everybody got a sheet? We good? You're going to answer your questions based on you. I'm going to just do the example. Okay? Here we go. Find a suitable investment strategy. Ooh. Your investment strategy should reflect your goals in your life. If you're getting ready to retire, your goals may be different from a person who's just starting in life. Okay? So your time horizon on your sheet will give you, will tell you when you plan to withdraw the money from your accounts. And your risk tolerance says, how can you handle risk? If the market goes up and goes down, how do you handle it? Some people handle risk very well. They set it, forget it, keep it doing it over and over. And then others, they look at those accounts every day like they losing money right now. I stepped on some toes, my bad. Whoever you are, it's okay. Just don't take the money out of the account, okay? All right, we're going to do some questions here. Here we go. It says, I plan to begin withdrawing my money from my investments in, this is question number 1, less than 3 years, 3 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 or more. Answer your question for you. When do you plan to take the money out of your account? If you don't plan to retire in 6 to 10, it probably need to put 10. Number 10, number 11 years or more. If you plan to retire pretty soon, you may need to put a smaller number, right? And then if you're retiring, this is very important, if you're already retired and you want to just take some extra money and do something with it, that's going to be a different answer than what you're going to do with your main set of money, okay? All right, we're going to keep rolling. It's your answer. Yes.
Okay, if you're not working now and you're not planning on working more, what would you put?
This has nothing to do with working now or working more, but yeah.
Different answer, that's what.
Hear me out. I can't tell you what to do because I don't know your situation. I can't tell you which answer to put because I don't know. I ain't looked at your numbers, so I can't lie to you. And then I'd be out of compliance. So can't do it. But I'm gonna tell you, if you plan on taking some extra money and doing something with it, and you want that money to grow, you should answer your questions based on that. Okay? If you plan on not taking no extra money and you good and content with what you're doing, guess what? You would answer based on that. This is, what are you going to do with your investment money? Once I begin withdrawing funds from my investments, I plan to spend all the funds in. How long are you going to take for you to spend that money? Less than 2 years, 2 to 5, 11 or more. I skipped one, but you all can read. We good? Y'all got an answer? Now, on my example, I have answers, but this is my answers because of the examples. You put whatever your answer is, okay? Does everyone have a circle on their paper? Yes, all right. You're going to add up number 1 and number 2 and put it on your time horizon. Add lines 1 and 2, add numbers 1 and 2, and that's going to be your time horizon. So my answer on this example is 15. If your time horizon is less than 3, stop here. If your time horizon is less than 3, stop here, because your risk tolerance will be very low, and it actually tells you what you should put your investments in based upon that. Something short-term, cash kind of accounts, things like that. If your time horizon is less than 3. All right, anybody else? We moving forward? Are we moving? Say moving. All right. We're good there. Number 3, I would describe my investment knowledge as non-limited, good, or extensive. Whatever answer you got, I put limited. When I invest my money, I am, this is a good one here, y'all, be honest, most concerned about my money losing, most equally concerned about my money losing or gaining, or most concerned about my investments gaining value. I'm just trying to make some money. Answer your question and put it on there. Everybody should have an answer, all right? Number 5, select the investments you currently own. Bonds, stock funds, international securities. If you own just your 401k, you could put the what did I say? 6 stock funds. If you only own your like your 401k at your job, things like that. All right, we ready? We're gonna keep going. Got a question? It's okay.
If you have other investments, would that, I mean, I don't know, I told you about terminology. You
Right.
said that's 401, but if it's other things you have, like with Primerica that you,
Yeah, you would likely be into mutual funds, so you'd be stock funds, that number 6. Okay. Yeah, it's likely you have some mutual funds. Yeah, so mutual funds is, somebody did their homework. What's a mutual fund? Oh, don't nobody know? Oh, okay. He got it, and I got some money for you. Come on. We're going to send you and your wife to the movie tavern, girl. There you go. Yeah, go get you a movie. Relax a little bit on us. Okay, that's good. He said a mutual fund is when a pool of people come together and multiple funds are together and they make up one fund, but it's multiple companies in that fund. That's what he said.
Bingo.
That's good. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. Now, I'm going to tell you, Deacon Thomas going to ask y'all about that homework later. I know some of y'all didn't do it. It's okay, though. All right, consider the scenario. Imagine in the past 3 months, now you be honest, okay? Imagine in the past 3 months, the value of your account or your stock dropped 25%. So let me put some numbers on it. You have $100,000 in an account. That account drops to $75,000. That's losing of 25% of its value. It did that in literally 3 months. It felt like you lost $25,000. I'm gonna say it again. You got $100,000. It dropped to $75,000 over a 3-month period. What would you do? Now, the options are sell everything. I'm out. Give me my 75. Sell some of the things there is what it says. Sell some of my shares. Somebody else could say, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just going to leave it there because I don't know what just happened and why it's showing like that. Do nothing. Or you're going to go in there and buy some more. What you going to do? You going to buy some more? What else somebody going to do? I ain't going to do nothing. I'm just chilling. Okay. I'm going to let that ride. All right. All right. I got 3 answers. What's up? What y'all going to do? I'm going to sell some of them? Okay. Let me get some of that. Let me recoup. Okay. Interesting. Now, we just had a conversation. Ah, okay. Okay. I think you caught the last conversation. All right, let's make sure we caught the last conversation. Now, what we said was when, and this tell me I'm going to pull it around for you. Here we go. If the stock drops, that means it's on sale. And I get a cheaper price. So I bought more shares if I bought it while it was low. We agree? I just told you that. That's an education. Okay. Look at your dollar cost averaging sheet, because I don't want to go back. Right on the $100. Now remember, if you look at the dollar cost averaging sheet, we got time today, y'all. Like, I need us to get this. If we look at April, when we dropped in April, the stock was originally $10, but it dropped to $7.97, yes? Okay. That stock went on sale because it's at $7.97. If I spent that same $100, how many shares did I buy? 12.55. Did I buy more shares when that stock dropped? Yes. So if my value of my account, because see, we get caught up in the value of the account. That's what happened. You were like, I lost 25,000. You never lost anything. The value went down. You never lose until you pull the money out. That's when you lose because you quit the game. Money's a game, and you got to know the strategies and how to play it. There's a strategy to the money game. If the stock go down, I should buy more because it's on sale. I get more value. And when the stock go back up, who gonna win? Boom. Me, because I was smart. I bought while it was low. Ladies, when you go to the stove, gentlemen, when you go to the stove, where the first place you look? The clearance rack. Let me see. Man, listen, I'm coming over here to see what's over here. That's what we should be doing, right? Let me see what's on sale. These stocks are the same way. What's low today? I bought it on sale. We got it? Got a question right here. How's the family? Did y'all just learn something? It's a big deal. Oh, back at the back, sorry. Yeah, it's a big deal.
So this scenario is if we're investing ourselves into a fund.
Mm-hmm.
So my example is my TSP. Someone else is doing that. So how
That's
does
different.
that question relate? That this is not that.
No.
Okay.
It's going to be different. I'm going to tell you, though. I'm going to tell you. When we invest in our accounts at our jobs, which is like your 401k, your TSP, those things, you're investing anyway. You're doing this concept because every time you get a check, where does some of the money go? Into that account. The objective is to make sure your account is balanced and done properly so that you're always buying those new shares, which you're doing, but it's also growing. Does that make sense? But that's going to be a little different because you can't control that necessarily. But what normally people do, sometimes in the trying to control it, they'll say, I got you. They'll say, I'm going to stop contributing to my retirement. Don't. Because even though the market's ugly, as you continue to buy, what are you doing? You're buying on sale. So I'm buying more shares. We together? Good question. I got a question here.
Kind of piggybacking what she said. So I have an investment account outside the job.
Sure.
So that would apply?
Yes. Because you can control that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I think I was telling you last week, I found out I have some, I got cash value that I need to reinvest.
Mm-hmm.
So could I still do half and half like that? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Okay.
Totally.
So Candace, a lot of people, when the stock value falls or the balance in the account falls, I think it's a natural tendency for everybody to panic.
That's right.
So I think what you're saying is don't panic.
Don't panic. Get excited. Don't panic. Get excited. I'm going to say it again. Don't panic. Get excited. Because I got the clearance, baby. That's how you got to look at it. Like, don't be afraid of money. I got these shares off the clearance rack. We like to shop. I mean, even if you like sweatshirts and T-shirts, whatever, if you got the T-shirts on sale, that's a better deal, don't you feel? Yeah. Don't panic. You got it. Get excited. One more time. Don't panic. Get excited. Why are we excited? Because of clearance rack. That's it. We bought the shares on sale. I like to look at finance in a fun way because it's not always fun and it feels overwhelming, feels intimidating. But if we can think about it like that, that ain't scary. We do that all the time. We good? How's the family? All right, let's keep going. Review this chart, number 7. We've outlined the best case and worst case scenario of a fund. Now that you know how to do your own rule of 72, right, you can actually do the math on this if you desire. The question is, based on this figure of hypotheticals, which with the highest value and lowest value would you prefer for your account? So A says the average return is 7%. The best case is 16. The worst is that I'm going to lose 5%. I'm going to just go over 3 of them. Y'all can do the difference. C says the average is 10%, best is 33%. The worst thing that can happen is I lose about 18. All right. Well, the value drops 18, let me be clear. Or E, the average is 12%. The best case is 50%. The worst case is that the value drops 28%. What do you prefer? Somebody say, everybody, E, I'm out here. E, all right, whatever you listen to, do yours, okay? Don't do groupthink. This is your investment portfolio. Put that on there based on your personality as it relates to money. Some people, that E is like, that's too much to lose for me. I'm going to go ahead and do C. There you go. He said, I'm getting 50%. I can afford to lose a little bit more. I'm okay. I'm cool with it. Listen, I'm just going to tell you to circle an answer. Okay? We got an answer? Now, 3 through 7, you have to add up. Add your answers for 3 through 7. My answer on this example is 28. Everybody have a number? I'm going to tell you that the more you come to class, the more you're talking about finance and money, the more you do these things, the more your numbers will also creep up because you'll feel more confident about being aggressive with your numbers. Okay, you'll learn, the more you learn, the more your risk tolerance changes. That's why we encourage you to do it every year. Because the more you learn, it's like, oh, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. You build more confidence in the financial side. Everybody have a number? All right, you have to flip on the next page. It's going to be I think it's blue. There we go. Yeah, looks like this. You're going to identify your risk tolerance. So that first number that you had, in my example, was, I think, 14. So I'm down here at the bottom, and then you're going to pull a line over to whatever your other number is. So in this case, the number is 28. I pull down and over, and it'll meet to where it'll tell you what kind of investor you are. Everybody got the exercise done? What kind of investor are you? Aggressive. Moderately aggressive. Moderately aggressive. Okay. Who else? What we got? Aggressive. Moderate. Moderate. Okay. What we got at the back table? Moderately aggressive. Don't ask me yet. Okay. I got you. I read good lips, man. I got you. All right. The thing is that you need to know this, because as Deacon Thomas comes up and he talks about these next steps, you'll need to know where you fall in the categories of the accounts that he's looking at through the process. Another thing, if you go to the next section, there you go, flip your page. Whichever one is you, put a mark around it, circle it, asterisk on it, however you feel about it. Identify it, because you may take the class this time, and then next time you may be moderate today, and then next time you take the class, you're a little more aggressive, right? You want to see your journey, and you can see that when you mark it. This last page actually tells, go ahead.
Quick question. Yeah. In the top section, it said if your time horizon is less than 3 years,
yes,
stop here, and we kind of cruise by it. But for those online and in this class who might be a little more seasoned than others, can you explain why we need to be more or less risky with our portfolio if our time horizon is that short?
Absolutely. So with a short time horizon, that means that you're getting ready to transition, and all the money you worked your entire life for is getting ready to be transitioned to a different place. So you're going from working to not working, or you're in your retirement years and you want to preserve your portfolio. So preservation of your funds looks different than aggressively putting your funds out there at risk. The objective of being aggressive is a piece of the fact of saying you have time to recover if something happens. whenever you're in the time frame where you're preserving your wealth, what you're doing is you're saying, I'm not going out there risking all my money because I've already done that part. I'm here to preserve my funds, and I'm going to make sure that I can keep it for the span of my life.
So on the flip side, if you're young
Yes.
and you've got time,
Yes. If you're young and you got time, what we like to say is you should be as aggressive as possible, because over the next, remember what pop quiz, I said earlier, if you put your money in an account for X amount of time, you're almost guaranteed a rate of return. What did I say? What was the number? 5 years, 10 years, 15 or 20 years? 10 years is a positive rate of return, but 15 years was a almost guaranteed positive rate of return. So if I'm younger, do I have a little more time for my money to grow and for the market to drop and me to buy tons of shares, and then the market goes back up and I just made millions of dollars? Do I have time for that? Yes? Absolutely. So, and you say, well, Kansas, I ain't young and I don't feel old, right? I'm middle-aged. It's going to be based on your money, your portfolio, on your risk tolerance that's here, because based on how you feel about money also is important on how you invest, because you may not can handle the up and down. But the reality is that you want to be able to learn how to handle it, to stick around, because the more you learn, the more you earn in reality. Y'all with me? One other thing, thank you for that, Marcus, because that's
ooh, there's some good stuff.
it's really important. When we look at our money and you look at aspects of money, you may say, Candace, I'm getting ready to retire, or I only got about 10 more years in the marketplace, or whatever. Just remember, you don't have to take all your money and do something with all of it. You may just take a piece of it and say, I'm gonna try to grow a little bit more with this right here, right? That's just important for you to be doing good planning and hire somebody if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, it's okay to hire somebody. That money you spend, you mentioned it earlier. Don't take the big picture. Don't sacrifice the big picture for the small picture. That little $200 or $300 you spend could save you thousands, hundreds of thousands. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. How's the family? All right. So we are going to take a break. It's that time. And we're on transition so we can get into the other investment sides. Do you all have any questions about what we've covered so far? Okay, got one at the back. No? We're okay? Y'all okay? Yeah. Make sure on this break that we sign in. And I want to do just a learning moment. What did you learn this morning? 72. Rule of 72. Okay. The risk factor. What's my risk profile? How do I invest? What kind of investor am I? Good. Tell me about the rule of 72. All right. And what's important about that money when you know that rule of 72? What's important about it? What does it really tell you? In simple terms, what does it tell you? If my money is growing or not, right? That's good, because you can go look at your accounts on your 401ks and you check them, and it tells you on your statement, this is your rate of return. It gives you a percentage. If you take that and you take that number by the rule of 72, it'll tell you if your money's doubling. We'd like to see double digits, right? 10 or more. That's what we'd like. But if not, it's fine. Do your numbers and you'll see if you like it or not. And then you may need to schedule for oh my goodness, to do it over. There we go. Well, you may need to schedule to take a look at your 401k plan that's on your job so that you can rebalance it. That's what I was looking for. So you can rebalance that portfolio on your job. That's a thing. That is an account that needs to be managed to make sure that you're on track. Yes. One second. He's going to give you a mic.
If I learned the in and out of my statement we get every quarter, I used to do two things. I look at the very first top, what I put in, then I look at the very bottom, what I made. Everything else in between, I didn't care anything about it. What I put in and what the bottom line was.
That's it. That's a good point. But I want them to start looking at their rate of return, because it may look like, I made a couple $100 or a few $1,000s, but what does that really, really mean from a percentage basis, and how does that really affect us later? Now, I don't want to lose no money because that's an easy way to see if I lost or not, right? But let's make sure, because now you're educated, your brain has stretched and expanded, and now that you're at that place, it can't go back. So let's make sure we know what those numbers mean. That's a good point. Good point. Just make sure you're looking at it. When was the last time you checked your 401k plan? This week? Today? Like while we was doing this conversation? If you haven't checked it, go check it. See how you're doing. It's really important. All right. Any other questions? Learning moments? Aha moments? We're good? Yes. 1 second. He's going to get you a mic.
What about when you receive your statements from your 401k or whatever, and they're talking about they're having these Zooms or whatever for the shareholders and stuff like that? How important are those, number one? And number two, when you're talking with like these mutual funds, they're being managed by certain companies or entities or whatever, when you're going back, not necessarily going back, but you're having that discussion about what your plan is, and you don't necessarily agree, even though you're in the learning stage, how do you know when they're going to do what you say you ask them to do?
Got it.
You know what I mean? Even though you're in that learning stage, you may not necessarily know all the ins and outs, what they know, versus what they've been doing it a while. How do you know what's best for you?
Gotcha. So the first question is, if they're doing Zoom calls about the shares and the shareholder meetings and things like that, you can join those if you want, if that's something you desire and you want to learn more about it. Is that important for you to, as more important to know what your rates are? No. They're just talking about what's going to happen with the fund, and it gives you information, so you're welcome to get on those calls. So it's not bad to get on them. But this is what I'll tell you. If you have a money manager and you don't know if they're going to do what you say, get a new one.
Okay.
Because it's your money and your account, and they should be doing what's best for you, but that should be also an agreement between the two of you on what's best, and make sure you're educated during that process. The second thing I'll say is this document we just did, it gives you your percentages. So if you were moderately aggressive, this percentage says your average return should be about 9%. Your best year is 34%, and your worst year is 29%, right? And what it says for a long-term investor, this is how your funds should be allocated. So it says 5% should be in large cap equity. 15%, which is yellow, should be in fixed income. It tells you how your money should be, based on your numbers, should be allocated. And with that allocation that you have, what you want to do is make sure your portfolio looks like your risk profile. If that is the case, then he should be doing what's best for you. Does that make sense? That helps you to kind of navigate as you all are learning. This document is extremely important because this is what they should be using, something similar to this for your investment planning. But if they're not doing what you desire, or y'all not having an educated conversation, get a new one. That's all.
Quick question on that, or statement. If you're dealing with a mutual fund company and they got professional money managers, their style is how they manage. Okay? So if you're dealing with a professional mutual fund company, say you're dealing with Fidelity or Vanguard or BlackRock, they don't really care too much about your decisions, because your decisions are based off of what they do, their history. And if you got an individual person, say a financial advisor who's controlling all your assets and making decisions for you, that's where that question comes in at. Is that person doing what you want done? But that's why it's so important. On this next session, we're going to talk about these mutual fund companies and the professional money managers and their history, so you can understand how they work. Okay.
That's good. All right. Any other questions? We're going to take a break. Yes.
What is your philosophy about a day trader?
I'm going to let Deacon Thomas talk to you about that in just a second.
Okay.
It's good, right? You make money in Forex and all the things, but it's as good as it's not. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you could lose a ton of money. But if you learn it and get in your demo accounts and things like that, you'll be amazing once you learn the systems and the processes.
Well, I've gained about, I'm going to say 80%
That's good.
this year.
Right.
But I
good.
want slash investments. So if somebody could tell me how I need to build a portfolio.
Gotcha. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
No problem. So when we look at different types of investing, it's everybody has a situation for themselves and what they do. We're going to give you a good general knowledge to tell you how to build, and then you do things and then get you some assistance from there, because we can't sit here and tell you how to invest today. Like, we're going to tell you concepts to make sure and places you should go, but your situation is so different that we can't get up here and give you real advice, because we got to look at your situation. If we did that, we'd be out of compliance. All right, we're on track? How's the family? Let's take 10. Let's take 10. Use the restroom, get some water, donuts, fruit, coffee, all the things. And then we'll have lunch this afternoon. So make sure you get you some more if you already had some.
Franklin Funds, that's all. I said, what fund do you have? She said, I don't know. I said, what's the return on it? I don't know. I said, why did you buy that Franklin Fund? My financial advisor told me that was a good fund. See, that's what we want to make sure never happens to you. We want, when you sit down and talk to your financial advisor, we want you to be able to ask them certain questions about what they're telling you and why they're telling you. And the other question, I doubt her financial advisor did a risk profile on her. A risk profile is what you guys just did, right? To help identify what kind of investor you are, because your goals and your timelines are the most important thing to your investing. Because if you're 55 and going to retire at 65, like Candace says, am I going to recommend something that's highly, highly aggressive? Because think about it. It's real important. If a stock goes up 25% in 1 year, that mutual fund goes up 25% in 1 year, how much money does it have to make the next year to get back even? Let's use a $100,000 account. Take your calculators out. I want you to work with this because this is very important. Write down $100,000, and I want you to subtract 25% from that. That means in 1 year, that account went from $100,000 to $75,000, right? All right, now watch this. Now take the $75,000 in your calculators and do it times 25% the next year. It went down 25%. The next year it got 25%. Now how much is in the account? You had $75,000, it earned 25%. How much you got now? It's about $87,000, something like that. What did you guys get? About $93,000? So you got 25% the next year, and you still what? Didn't get back to even, right? Then the next year, it goes down 15%. So hit 15% times that the next year, because that's what the market does sometimes. It zigzags. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up and goes down. Now, how much is in the account now? 79%? Now we're going into the fourth year. Do 30% times that. You got an increase of 30% in the fourth year. What do we have now? How much? It took 4 years for the account just to get back what? To even. So when Candace talked about on the thing about your time horizon, it says if you got less than 3 years, you probably don't want to fill this out because you can't handle any kind of risk. You're at a point in your life you want to make sure you save your money and preserve your money and not put it at risk. That makes sense? So it's really important that you understand the basic fundamentals of investing. I want you to write these numbers down, though, because these have been some phenomenal teachers this particular term. Write their numbers and how to reach them. I'll leave it up for just a few seconds so you can write those numbers down. Reach out to those educators for more information. Reach out to those educators for more information and how you can take advantage of their services. Okay? And always try to schedule on their downtime. You know, I like think Candace right now is in the middle of tax season. May not be a great time to reach out to her right now. She might not be able to get to you unless after tax season. But my times are typically between 3 and 5 o'clock most time I see people. You know, because I see people typically for free. They come in, we sit down and talk. I try to see where you are, see where you're trying to go. So if you want to sit down and talk, call me, come in, and we'll sit down and talk the first couple of sessions, just kind of see if we can help you get a strategy together if you hadn't got it together yet. Try to make myself available, okay? Everybody got those numbers and stuff? Good deal. Now, we've covered all this stuff, so I'm not going to spend time on it, but we started at 1 with the 2s, the banking, the loan part, the mortgages, the assets with the insurance and stuff. Now we're with 5 and 6 on the investment side today. Now, I want you to see this particular pyramid because most people try to start their investing life looking like that. Now, how long could that thing stand up like that by itself? Doesn't have a balance, does it? So watch this. The reason I want to talk about this because down here, if you don't have these things in place, the risk piece, the life insurance, the critical illness, the disability, debt elimination, emergency fund, and the will and power. If you don't have all those things in place, then you're not ready to invest. That's called foundations to getting started, to getting invested. Because all those things down there, especially the life insurance and the disability piece, is going to self-complete what you plan to do. Understand, that's a tool now. It's going to self-complete what you plan to do. It builds an immediate estate if you're taken out of here. The next is accumulation savings, and now we're in the blue section right now. Your financial goals and priorities, retirement planning, savings, and investing. All right? So make sure those things are taken care of. We've covered all this stuff through the whole 6 weeks, understanding savings, the 3 pillars, maybe the 3 pillars of investing. Let me talk about that real quick because we need to make sure we got that in perspective. The 3 pillars of investing, number 1 is Social Security. So make sure you got your SSA.gov account open and you know what your projected Social Security is going to be. Number 1, okay? Number 2, the second pillar of investing is what? Your 401k, your TSP, your pension. Know what those are going to look like with projections on the time you plan to retire. Understand, though, your 401k really is not a pension plan. It's a 401k. It's a defined contribution plan, and what that means, that the federal government told companies that you don't have to have a pension plan if you don't want to. In 1980, a guy named Ted Pena was a CPA accountant, and first reason the federal government told those guys they didn't need a pension plan because the federal government told them to take all their pension liabilities and put on their bottom line profits. That means if a company was expecting $1 billion, if a company is expected to spend $1 billion in the future, they have to allocate that $1 billion today, which affected their bottom line profits. So guess what they said? Pensions are way too expensive. So they started the 401k in 1984. They even took the TSP, which is the federal government's 401k, which was civil service, and turned it to a 401k because they didn't want the liability. But what was the problem behind starting a 401k? Can anybody tell me? There was a problem behind that. And it's still a problem today. I like that, Judy. Judy said, you're putting more money in and planning for your future instead of them doing it. She's exactly right. The pension guaranteed you a second pillar of your investments for the future. But when they set the 401k, they said, okay, Charles, you got to become your own investment advisor. You got to pick those funds out. You got to make sure you get returns. You got to make sure that money sits there and grows. But if you don't, Charles, it's not our fault. We set it up for you to invest in, but if you don't know how to invest in it, it's not our fault. So what did people do? They took their 401ks and they turned them into put and take accounts. They put money in them, they take money out. They put it in, they take it out. They leave their jobs, they cash it all out, and they end up at age 62 and 65 with just Social Security because they didn't understand this thing was supposed to be their what? Retirement plan. And then the third pillar is your personal savings. You know, the Roth IRAs, those things, your investments, your personal savings was supposed to be your third pillar of savings, like that 3-legged stool. You know, 3-legged stool can't stand up on 2 legs, can it? That's what you got to work on in your life right now to make sure you know what they are. So what you can do right now, know what Social Security is going to pay you, number 1. All right? Understand how your 401k works. Make sure you understand if you're a young person investing inside your 401k that you can take a lot of risks. You can handle the market going up and down. Remember that dollar cost averaging Candace talked about? You can handle that. But if you're an older person, 55 or older, getting ready to retire in 10 years, you need to go inside there and make sure your 401k is not adjusted so it doesn't have a lot of loss to it. Because you may be working another 50 years instead of 10 years if that 401k loses a bunch of money and you're planning to take that money out of there and retire on, okay? Now, the third part is the most important part. If you're not investing, you've got to start investing like cat quick. You got to do it. you got to get at it. And the first place you should invest is where? I like self. Somebody else. First place you should invest. The first place. No life insurance. Not life insurance. Never life insurance. What's the next place? The first place you should invest and get a guaranteed return on your money is where? No. Guaranteed return, guys. Let me give you an example. If I told you to give me $200 a month, and in 7 years or 8 years, that $200 a month would turn to $1,500 or $1,600 a month, would you do that? If I told you, give me $200 a month, in the next 7 or 8 years, that $200 a month is going to turn to a guaranteed $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 a month, would you do that? You would, wouldn't you? Okay. So invest in your debt. Did you guys just catch that? Did y'all just catch that? Real simple, isn't it? Yeah. If you're spending $1,200 a month for your mortgage, you spend another $300 or $400 a month for your credit cards and stuff. If you took an extra $150, $200 a month and started investing and snowballing that, and it goes away in about 8, 9 years, guess what just happened? You gave yourself what? You gave yourself a raise. So when you look at your debt from an investment perspective, invest in your debt. Then guess what happens? That 20 or 30 years you would have designed to be in debt, now you got $1,500, $1,600 a month you can do what with now? Now you turn that debt period that you're going to be in debt to millionaire status with the same money that was earmarked toward debt. So make sure up here, I forgot to put it up there, but the debt elimination plan. Okay, let's get started. I just want to cover those two basics right there. Any questions about what I just talked about? Any questions? Okay, good deal. Why financial literacy? Awareness, knowledge, skill. You need to know this stuff. All the necessary knowledge has not been taught to us. Our families didn't teach it to us. Our schools didn't teach it to us. We just got bad habits. It's passed down from generation to generation. So our goal is to educate you guys one family at a time. These are the misconceptions. I just talked about one of them. I'm going to go down to this number 5. Somebody read number 5 out loud. Let's read it out loud together. You can't totally be out of debt, including your credit cards, student loans, and home within 8 to 12 years. That's a misconception. I need y'all to get that. If you can be totally out of debt, cars, credit cards, home, in 8 to 12 years, why would you not invest in that? I'm driving this home because somebody's wasting $100, $200, $300, $400 a month, and it's just going away. You never get it back. Remember the $100 a month on the chart that Candace talked about that grew to $632,000? If you waste that money, that's what it costs you. See, that's a lost opportunity cost. Can you imagine getting rid of all that debt? Stock market is too complex. We're going to change that today. Don't have enough time to make a plan to invest. People don't plan to fail. What do? They fail to plan. Good deal. This is the first rule of investing, understanding inflation. Ronald Reagan said inflation is as violent as a mugger, as frightening as an armed robber, and as deadly as a hitman. He said that. One of the greatest presidents in history. Why do you think he said that? How does inflation affect your money? Let's look at it. Over the last 30 years, inflation has averaged about 3% a year. That means every year the dollar goes down about 3%. Coffee would go from $1.50 to $3 a cup. It's not already there. The movie from $8 to $19.52. So how does that affect your money? I had a young lady. I won't call her name. I won't even look at her because I don't want you to know who she is. She says, hey, I got $1,000 in a CD. It's paying me 5% a year. Y'all catch that? How much is 5% of $1,000? I want you to write this exercise down, because I need you to understand inflation. Write down $1,000 and do it times 5%, which is $50. Okay? Now, how much they say inflation average per year? So I immediately take 3% off that 5%, right? Because her money just went down in value. Her buying power just went down in value by 3%, did it not? Wow. Do you have to pay tax on that money inside that CD? So let's say she's in a 20% tax bracket with state and federal. So 20% of $50 is how much? That $10? Is that 1%? So she had a 5% CD. She earned $50. We factored in inflation, her buying power. We factored in the tax. She had 1% left that she actually earned her money, didn't she? That's what inflation, that's why he said that. See, so the first rule of investing, your investing must outpace inflation. So if you got an investment out there and you're not earning, more than inflation, inflation is going back. Your money's going backwards. The buying power is just going down every year. Real simple rules of investing. See, it's how you invest. See, how you invest is important. CD sounds good, but you're not making any money in that CD. All right? I'm not going to beat the banks up because Marcus over, he's my friend. But key to building realize here. Dwell on that. We talked about you guys' needs and wants and all that kind of stuff, but I will say make important decisions about what's important, and your future is important, okay? Don't procrastinate. Real simple example. I got some young people. I want them to see this. A young person starting out at age 25, setting aside $2,000 a year over 10 years. They put a total of $20,000 in this investment. And it grew to, over 41 years now, what's that, about $140 a month, $2,000? What, $150? What is it, $167 a month. They put $167 a month in this investment, which is $2,000 a year. By age 65, 41 years, it grew to $545,000. That's just $42 a week. Watch this. Investor B waited. They waited till they got 35. Took the same $2,000, started investing it, but they had to invest it from 35 to 65 for 30 years. They put $62,000 in it, and they could never catch up with that $545,000 because of the power of compound interest. You see that? So please don't procrastinate on your investments. That's a $234,000 difference with a young person, got out of school, set aside $150 a month for their future, invested for 10 years and stopped. And the money just kept growing and growing and growing. So rule number one, understand inflation. Rule number two, understand compound interest, and Candace talked about that. We talked about Social Security, but I do want you to understand this, with Social Security. You got to have 40 quarters in Social Security, 40 quarters. That means you need about 10 years full-time with Social Security to get benefits. If you don't have those 40 quarters, if you are a gig worker, working for yourself, those kind of things, make sure you check your Social Security account. And if you work for yourself, just open up your Social Security account and just pay into it. Those benefits are really, really important because they have disability benefits and all kinds of benefits in there for you, so don't minimize what the Social Security can do for you. ETFs, combined with aspects of mutual funds and stock funds. Now, an ETF is kind of like a mutual fund, but I want you guys to understand what an ETF is. ETFs track indexes. It's just like buying a stock every day. It changes every day. So I'm gonna pull something up. You say I'm gonna help you, but Candace gone. She had to go to another meeting. You want to help me? All right, cool. Go to Google for me real quick. I'm gonna give you some tools how to find funds to invest in. Okay, give you some tools. The first thing I want to get the ETFs. Just open up a new thing there to the top. Yeah, put in best performing. I'm going to Google. I'm telling her to put best performing ETFs. Best performing ETFs. YTD, year to date. No, year to date. Put year to date up there, okay? Put year to date. And year to date is important because, yeah, let's see here. Scroll down. Go right here. Yeah, hit that. Oh, you can get it moved over on the top up there. Can you? No, we got to get out of this PowerPoint here. Let's see. Over here. Close the PowerPoint out. Yeah, it's touchscreen. Just close it out, yeah. Yeah. Then we'll go up to the, there you go. Okay, you guys see this? This is an ETF that you can go online, go to Charles Schwab, or one of those companies and buy. But the reason I want to show you this, though, because I want to show you something that's really important. It says year to date. Y'all see that? What's the year to date return on that first ETF? Is it 227%? You guys see that? Let's go to the screen, I guess, over here and make it bigger, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, right there. Zoom it up, make it bigger. Okay. Can you see it now?
That's better.
Okay. Close out that side. Right there. Just tap it. Yeah, okay. You guys see that? So my question to you, would it make sense to invest in an ETF? That's just one. Go down to the very last one down there. Scroll down. Stop right there. Stop right there. There's a mid-cap fund right there. Invesco S&P mid-cap momentum is 25.85% this year for the first 2 months. Now, how did I find that fund? What did I do? What did I do? I Googled best performing ETFs YTD year to date. Was that simple? Now, if I want to go in here and find out about this ETF and get more information about it, open up another link and go to Morningstar. Go to Morningstar. Morningstar is a research and investment tool. There you go. Click on Morningstar. This is another tool I'm giving you. When you go to Morningstar, you scroll down. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, right there. Morningstar is an investment tool. And we're going to, well, go back to Morningstar. We don't want to do that one. Go to the one that's let you in. Go to the next one. Scroll down. Yeah. Go back up. Yeah, we got the wrong one in there. Anyway, Morningstar is a tool. We're gonna put the symbol. We're gonna put the symbol inside Morningstar, so we can research this particular ETF. So you go find the ETF, then we go research it and see if it's a good ETF for you to put your money. How are you gonna determine whether you need to put your money in or not is based off of your what? Risk profile. Everybody got that? Risk profile. Oh, right there. Hit them right there. No, not that one. Morningstar. This one right here. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go to products to the right side over there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go to Morningstar Direct. Okay. Hit features real quick. I guess because I have a Morningstar account on my other computer that lets me in. Gosh, I hope you guys could do this. Go to Morningstar on your phones, okay? Go to Morningstar on your phones. Let me see something here real quick. I don't know why it's not letting me in. Morningstar should have a search engine on it. Nah. It went to it, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there it is, right there. That's what. Yeah. This is a site with. Look, I don't know why it took us all over. Hey, go back to that site. Yeah, right here. Okay, guys, here it is right here. Now, on Morningstar, you see where it says search quotes and cite? Everybody see that? Search quotes and cite. Now, go back to the ETF. Just switch over to those. Pull them up. Go up to the ETFs we were looking at. Yeah, right here. Okay, let's just pull one of these ETFs. Let's go to the QQ, if we can find it. Let's put in ProShares USD. Put in USD in the search engine on Morningstar. Put USD right there, okay? You see where it says ProShares Semiconductors? We're going to click on that, okay? Now you see where it says performance? Hit performance. All right. Scroll down. This right here tells you from 2014 to 2023 how well this fund has done. And what is it year to date? 80.37%. You guys see that? 80.37%. Now go to where it says fund analysis. Fund analysis. Scroll down. Well, I think you have to be paid. If you really want to buy stocks and mutual funds, this stuff is really cheap, okay? Buy the service so you can have access to this stuff. If you don't want to do that, come see somebody like me, okay? But go to sustainability. Sustainability. Scroll down. Oh, stop right there. Okay. Real important. The corporate sustainability score is 16.76. So what does that mean? That means this is a very, very solid fund to invest in. Morningstar is an independent rating service. They rate these funds for you. You can go on an ETF site and go to Morningstar. You can analyze every last one of those funds on your own to determine which one you want to invest in. If you came to my office, I'll use a different tool, of course, but I'll find out what your investment profile says, and we'll build a portfolio just for you. But you can do it on your own. Did y'all see that? I'm giving you good stuff here. The key to it, you cannot be afraid to invest. So the question, Charles, how could I invest in this particular fund? You go to Charles Schwab, open an account, put that USD symbol in there, and you buy it, just like that. And you can buy it every month. The symbol was USD. Y'all see that? It says ProShares Ultra Semiconductors. The symbol for that particular fund is USD. So if you want to participate in that fund and get part of that 80% return this year, go to Charles Schwab, open your account, put $100 a month in it, and just let it do what it does. You see how simple investing is? But people make it complex, don't they? They don't want you to know this stuff because you won't have a need for them once you learn this stuff. Real simple, real simple. Hey, quickly, go to Fidelity Investments real quick. Fidelity Investments. Yeah, Fidelity. Fidelity, you guys go to it on your phone, fidelityinvestments.com. I'm going to walk you through this. Fidelityinvestments.com. Okay, go to the official site. There it is right there. Just right there. Click on that. Okay. First of all, did we tell you guys in the other class to make sure you got a Fidelity account and a Charles Schwab account? Did you guys get them open? Okay, good deal. Let's scroll back to another one. Yeah, scroll back. We'll go to another one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fidelity has two sites you go to. One is a advertising site, and one is a. There you go. Right, hit that one there. Let's go down next one down. Yeah, there you go. I think it's the same site. Yeah. No, don't go there. Scroll down a little bit. Go to one to your right over there. Hit to the far right. Hit that right there. Right there, yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay. I don't know why they take you all over the place like that. But this is Fidelity.com. Fidelity is one of the best research sites on the planet. It's like a university. If you go to Fidelity.com and look at all the research tools, you can learn a lot of stuff. But let's go to products. Go to products. Okay. Just click it. Okay. Under products, any area you want to learn about is right there. We're going to go to mutual funds because it's really important. You go to mutual funds. And under mutual funds, y'all track me on this now. Scroll down to it says Explore Mutual Funds with Morningstar. Right there. See it right there? Explore all funds with Morningstar. Is everybody there on your phones? Everybody there? Are you there? Let me know when you're there. This is important. Explore all funds. And the reason I want you to go there because Morningstar is going to rate these funds for you. And you're looking for 4 and 5-star funds. 4 and 5-star funds. Let's go ahead and click it on. Okay. This is where you set your criteria up, okay? I go to Morningstar ratings to the far right, and I click where the 4th star down there. I'm looking for 4 stars and up. Okay, scroll up. You just scroll up. Oh, right there. Okay. I'm looking for high returns. I don't want low returns. Okay. I'm also looking for middle of the road expenses. I don't need the lowest expense and I don't need the highest expense. What I'm looking for are returns. Okay. Now scroll up. Now Morningstar just gave me 340 funds to look through. It's a research tool. It's okay. You got 340 funds that we're going to take out of the system for you to look at. Let's take a look at those funds. Now, keep in mind, this is on Fidelity Investments site, right? So, of course, Fidelity Investments stuff going to come up first, right? But take a look at this. Stop right there. Stop right there. This is beautiful. If you look at semiconductors right there, you see where it says YTD up there? It says year-to-date 26.9% year-to-date. 26.9% return year to date. If you had $10,000 in that fund, right now you'd have almost $13,000 in it in 2 months. Wow. You guys get this? Now let's go inside and look at it. Click on. You go inside of it. Clicking on. Okay, right there. Okay, thank you. Now, what's important about this fund? Morningstar rated it at a 5-star. So we know it's good, right? We're going to, pull up a little bit here. Let's scroll down a little bit here. Yeah. Go back up a little bit for me. I'm messing with it. Yeah, go back up a little bit for me. Yeah, there you go. Go back down some. Okay, oh, stop right there. Okay. You guys see, if you'd have bought this fund in February of last year, you'd earn 69% on that one fund. 69%. If you'd have bought this fund 5 years ago, you'd have averaged 34% for the last 5 years. If you'd have bought the fund 10 years ago, you'd have averaged 26% for the last 10 years. So if I took 72 and divided it by 26.9, how many years is that money doubling? Every what? Yeah. You put it on the calculator? All right. I want you to take 72 and divide it by 26.9. Y'all see that? Every 2.67 years, that $10,000 did what? Boom, boom, boom. And guess what? During that 10-year period, there were some down years. I'm going to show it to you. But what I want to show you most of all right now, though, hit performance and risk right there. To your left, right down here. Let's see, right over here. Yeah, that. And we'll scroll up. Right there, okay? You guys see that? That's performance and risk. Let's go down to the extra numbers there so we can break it down for you. Let's see here. This is what I'm looking for right here. Yeah. In year 2014, it was 38%. See that? Had a losing year in 2018, 11.75%. And in 2022, we had that down market with the S&P, went down 35%. In 2023, it recovered at 78%. And right now it's at 20.82%. So what I'm trying to drive home here, guys, is when you get a good fund manager that's got history, you can put your money in there and almost kind of just forget about it. You just let it do what it do. You guys get this? You got it? Well, you need a financial educator, okay? Also, just scroll this down a little bit. Yeah. And go to the very top one up there. Put your finger up there. This one? Yeah, okay. Can you go up a little bit more? I think it's go a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. Take it and move it up just a little bit more. Yeah. So if you had bought this fund in 2014, this fund would have somewhere between $89,000 to $100,000 in it by putting that $10,000 in at one time. Now, can you imagine if you put that $10,000 in, put that $100 a month in on top of that, what would be inside that fund in 10 years? That fund would be sitting somewhere around $250,000. Probably around $250,000. Wow. Yeah. See, the reason I'm driving home, return. When you invest, the most important thing you want to find out is what my return is going to be on my money. You don't get caught up in all the excess fees and all that kind of stuff they're talking about. You don't get caught up in the names and all that stuff. All you want to see is data. What is my money going to grow to? Who's managing my money? You know who's managing this particular fund? Fidelity Investments got some of the best money managers in the world. Let's go over here to, scroll down. Let's go back up to where it says summary. I want to go to summary and hit summary. Let's come up a little bit. Right here, yeah. Then scroll up so we can see it. Stop right there, stop right there. Now, from 1985 to now, how many years is that? From 1985 from 2024. How many? 39. This fund has been around for 39 years. Do you think these guys know what they're doing? For the life of this fund, for the last 39 years, this fund has averaged 14%. 14%. So what you don't know about your money, it can hurt you. It can hurt you bad. Because if you get rid of the debt, get good investments like this, learn how to go inside your 401k accounts and pull stuff up like this and look at your 401k. See, you can go inside your 401k accounts and take the symbol, scroll down a bit. I'm sorry. A bit more. Okay. Up there it's got FSELX. That's the symbol for this particular fund. Inside your 401k accounts, your TSP accounts, it's got a symbol in there. Find that symbol, and then go online and find out what the performance is of that particular fund. That's all you got to do. Look at every last one of your 401ks where the money's being allocated. Go online and research if that fund has a good fund manager, if it's been performing well. You can do it on your own. Because guess what? What you're looking for double-digit returns over a 10-year period, what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for, double-digit returns. Everybody got that? Yep. Now, if you are, say, older, 55, 60, make sure your 401k looks good too, but you might want to look for something that's between 7 and 8% and not so much into the market. You might want to downgrade those investments into bonds and things like that. That's not at risk. A bond investment is when the when a company borrows money, it's called a bond. And on that particular bond, of course, you're getting paid a fixed interest. On some bond investments, too, they're tax-free. What I can tell people sometimes, you got a lot of money laying around in a emergency fund. A lot of times, cash management accounts that have money inside bonds are a good place to put that money because now you can get 6, 7, 8%. And it also has a debit card and a check attached to it. So you can have immediate access to that money, but that money can be growing at a higher rate while it's just sitting there. But it's still emergency money. Also keep in mind, when you put money inside one of these mutual funds, this mutual fund can be used inside of a Roth IRA, a traditional IRA. It can be qualified. It's called qualified money. So titles are not investments. I'm going to get to that in just a second. But does anybody have any questions on this? Could you go online and buy yourself a mutual fund? Got a question right here.
Did you also purchase this particular stock in the mutual fund in Charles Schwab? And if so,
hey, good question.
What's the difference between Fidelity and Charles Schwab?
His question was, can you purchase this particular mutual fund from Fidelity inside the Charles Schwab platform? No, you can't. That's why I said get a Fidelity investment account and a Charles Schwab, because I'm going to show you another fund on here that you can get inside the Charles Schwab account, okay? But does anybody have any questions on this? Got another one over back here. Come on, Joe. What's your question?
I just want to make sure that I'm looking at it right. So this year-to-date return, that 26.93, is that the actual percentage for that year, that whole year, or is it?
Are you talking about? No, where are you looking at? Let me get where you are. Which way are you talking? This right here? Oh, right here? Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's
for this year.
For that's
the 2 months of this year.
So if you put in XYZ, you're looking at 26.93% return on it.
You missed that the first 2 months because you went in January.
Okay.
But it's called year to date. That's why we call it year to date. Good question, though. It's a good question. So if you came in right now, would you get that 26% return? Nope. But you'll get the next 9 months return they do, which is probably going to be a whole lot better than 26. You see how it works? They're just getting started this year. Question back here.
You said that I should recommend that I do the Charles Schwab account and also the Fidelity investment account, those two things?
That's correct. Yeah. So why do I like Charles Schwab and Fidelity? I'm kind of a blue chip guy. Okay? When I say blue chip, I like to deal with companies that are proven. Almost every last one of you guys got a Fidelity investment account in your retirement plans. Most of you do. And you probably got some Charles Schwab funds in there that you don't even know about. But I know they got 24-hour service. You can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and call Charles Schwab and ask a question. and somebody's going to pick the phone up. They will walk you through how to set these accounts up. And just make sure when you set up your Charles Schwab accounts and stuff, just skip the part where it says, do you want a margin account? You don't need margins, okay? That's for trading. That can hold you up just a little bit. It's just a regular general account. Put your basic stuff in there, and they approve you just like that, okay? Some stuff you put inside those accounts can hold you up. So I don't want you to put something inside the account to open that's going to hold you up, but opening margin accounts could hold you up. Let's go and see what's inside this account. Let's go up here. Composition.
The symbol, that
Yeah.
symbol, we can put it.
Yeah, you get the fund symbol. You put it inside Google or take it to Morningstar and go research that fund and see what kind of history it's had. So if you got 401ks, take some time out and go research your 401k funds to make sure they are performing like they should based off your age and profile. Yes, ma'am, right here.
Before you move on, the NAV $30.78. Did you go over that?
Get ready to go over it now.
Okay.
Good question. Got a question over here.
Well, I'm sitting here at Charles Schwab, so it asks what it says most popular accounts. Is there a particular account that we should open, or
Just a general account. It's called a brokerage account.
individual brokerage account?
Individual brokerage account. That's
All
correct.
right, thank you.
Real easy. Anybody else? We're going to take lunch here in a second so we can get back and finish up so you guys can eat. Question over here.
You were speaking about margin. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
You were speaking in terms of margin at first, and you were saying that is it because of a person may not have the knowledge of what margin, how to use margin? Because I have margin and I understand how to use it.
You're a trader.
Yes.
The average person is not a trader. For you
Right,
guys don't
that's
understand
what
what
I was
margins are, that's where the investment company lends you money to make trades. Now, if those trades go bad, guess what? You owe the investment company what? Money. So a lot of times you can create debt. So as a regular investor with a Charles Schwab account, you don't need a margin account because you're not a trader. You just buy the stock. You're just building your stock portfolio up or your mutual fund portfolio up.
Okay.
Good question.
I
Thank
see
you.
what you're saying now.
Yeah, let's clear that up. Now, NAV, well, first we're going to do this. We go to NAV. This is called composition. This tells me where's most of the money invested in this particular fund. 83% of the money is invested in the semiconductors. Now, see that? 13% is invested in semiconductors and materials. This is a semiconductors fund. Is investing in semiconductors today a good place to invest your money? Okay. Why is that? Huh? They make chips, don't they? Artificial intelligence. You guys are getting it. So the trend right now in the market, the infrastructure and growth in the world right now, is based around semiconductors, chips, artificial intelligence. Now, this mutual fund, let's see how many companies are in there. Can you scroll up just a little bit? Yeah, take it up a bit. Up, yeah. Oops. Let's see. Keep going up. Let's see. It should give me. Yeah, keep going. Scroll down some. It's got a list. Let me see. Here, right here. You see where it says top 10 holdings? It's got 43 different companies inside this mutual fund. That means the money manager has went out and selected 43 companies for you to manage your investment to make sure you get a good return. Is that pretty powerful? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Take a look at these companies. He's got Nvidia. Nvidia is up, I'll show you in just a minute, this year. Marvel. He got Taiwan Semiconductors, got Broadcom. Now, if you wanted a clue on what kind of stocks to buy for yourself, you want to build yourself an individual portfolio, take some risk, they got 27% of their money in Nvidia. Should you do that too? I would. You know, they've got Taiwan Semiconductors right there. Y'all see that? Let's just stop here real quickly. Go to open up another deal for me. Open up another one. Yeah. I want to prove something real quick. I want you to Google NVIDIA, NVIDA, year to date. Just put year to date on there. YTD. Hit it. All right. Let's go down. Well, up right here. Come down. Right here. Hit that. I'm going to prove something to you right now. The reason they're invested over there. Let's scroll down. All the way down. Oh, not too fast. Will it close out? They're trying to sell us stuff, aren't they? Can you close that out? That's all right. Back out of that. We'll do it a different way. Oh, slow down. Let's go. Let's go right to the first one right there, Market Watch. Let's do that. Okay, scroll up. Stop right there. Let me see. Oh. Everybody wants you to subscribe, don't they? But all these services, guys, would teach you about the particular stock. I'm trying to find you go to historicals. Historicals right there on Market Watch. Yeah. Okay, scroll down. Okay. Right there. 975. Let's do this. Watch this. Scroll down to March 2023 on this stock. Go all the way down to March 2023, a year. Y'all take the current price right here, it's 951, maybe 875, well, 875. But go down to March 2023, yeah. What I'm doing a back test on this stock, looking at their history. Okay. 277. Go ahead and put the date in there. Yeah. March 2023. Yeah. There you go. Update results. Yeah, there you go. Let's try that. See what happens. You put the little icons in there. Separate them. There you go. No. Just put 3/1/23 in there. 3/01, 2023. Yeah, 3/01. Will it take you back now? Let's see. Hit next page. Hit next page again. We're trying to get back to March 2023 to find the starting price a year ago. Yeah. Just the price in March 2023. Keep going back. You got it? 271? You guys hear that? A year ago, this company's stock was at $271 per share. Now, how much was it today? 851, 875? Did y'all see that? Yeah. You think it's a pretty good company? So what would you want to know about this company? When you want to know what they do what they're doing? They're a semiconductor company. Y'all got that? They are a semiconductor company in artificial intelligence. What I'm trying to do is simplify investing. I'm trying to simplify it. I'm trying to take the complexity out of it. Google is a tool, okay? You go in there and research your stock and know how to research your stock. Based off your risk profile, you can take money and put inside those stocks. All right? Let's do this. You guys look hungry. Let's get something to eat real quick. Come on back. Let's finish up. Go over. You got a question? We got a day trader in here. Boy, she's good, ain't she? She want all the money, the dividends and everything. Yeah, dividends are good. Dividends will pay you money. You can build a residual dividend income, but it takes a lot of money to get there, okay? I want you guys to be in the beginner stages right now. I just want you to get started. I don't care if it's $100. I don't care if it's $200. I want you to do two things for me out of this class. I want you to start a regular investment every month. I want you to buy some stocks, and I want you to invest in your debt. Those three things I want you to do. Those are the three major things I want you to do. I want you to invest in your debt. I want you to start a regular investment into a mutual fund every day, every month. And what was the third one? Buy some stock. I want you to own part of America. America is growing. You can't sit on the sidelines and watch all these 70, 80, 200% returns and not participate. It doesn't take a whole lot of money to participate. But that means you got to dig inside your budgets, inside your spending plans, make some tough decisions about where your money's going. You got to take a look at the money you already got sitting somewhere to make sure it's growing. That makes sense? Well, let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break so I can get you guys back, and we'll take a 10-minute break, get some food, and we'll get back and we'll take care of everything else. Y'all didn't get food last time, did you? Was that it? Is it lunch? Yeah, let's take this 10-minute break for lunch. 75%, looks like this thing may have a 400% return this year. And we're just in the second month. Yeah. Going in the third month, yeah. Guys, you can change your life if you understand this stuff. If you understand, see, here's the thing. You got to figure out how to invest and get out of debt simultaneously. You got that? You got to have some money allocated for the investment month in and month out. You got to have some money allocated to pay the debt down month in and month out. Now, if you got a house that you know you're not going to be in there for the next 10 years or 20 years, just pay all the other debt down. Because you take the equity from the house and go into the next house. You got it? But whatever you pay down in the next 3, most times you can pay off all your student loans, credit cards and stuff in like 4 or 5 years. And take that money was going to go start student loans for the next 10 years or whatever, and put that money into these kind of investments, and then recapture all that lost time where your money was not growing. Y'all see that? Now watch this. Go to Google, over another site. You guys follow me here. I'm going to put in best performing semiconductor stocks year to date. Just YTD. Best performing. You got to probably clear up. Yeah. Semiconductor stocks year to date. They do the year to date. Separate that year to date there. Yeah. There you go. Slide down. I'm going to try to find this same. I'm going to try to keep sending you guys to this same site so you can use it as a research site. No, the white. Go back up. Let's do this. Put in, just put in best performing stocks. Take the semiconductor out, year to date, YTD. Okay, there you go. Hit that. Scroll down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh. Stock analysis. Here's another good one for you guys. Go to Slick Charts. Y'all write this one down. Slick Charts. Y'all see that? The web. I'm gonna get you a seat up here somewhere. No, I'm just kidding. make it a little bit bigger for her. No, make it a little bit bigger for her. Okay, so you want to do a quick screen. What are some of the top stocks right now? Where's all the money at? Google got your answer. You just got to know what to ask it. Y'all see that? Y'all see these? Who's the top one? NVIDIA. Let's get the other thing off the side there. Yeah. Okay. Got a lot of ads, don't we?
Oh, no.
Gotta get me a thing to go there. Yeah, let me see here. Let's go back to the other one. Hit back one time. Seemed like it earlier. It did. Go to it again. Go. Let's see what it's gonna pop up. Leave it there for a second and just scroll down. Y'all see the top 5 stocks this year? Y'all see them? Stop right there, right here. NVIDIA, an energy company. Who is Meta Platforms? Facebook. Who is AMD? Advanced Micro Devices, right? Who is General Electric? Anybody know General Electric? Eli Lilly. What does the Vita Corporation do? Dialysis. Y'all see this? All I'm saying, guys, it's not hard to build your portfolio. You just got to know how to do it and where to go. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, she gave y'all a clue. But yeah, so my goal is to help you understand that investing is not complex. Know why you're investing, give yourself a timeline, understand the power of compound interest, inflation, and paying off your debt. That's my goals. But the only way to get there, first, that you got to find out where the money's at. So in the very first class, we talked about finding the money, didn't we? So I'm going to tell you it again to remind you, if you're paying $300 and $400 a month for Comcast and AT&T cable, you only watch 5 channels, let's get that down and put some of this money over here. If you're overpaying for your car insurance, let's get that down and put some money over here. Y'all got that? If you're eating out too much, you spend $400 a month on groceries, you spend another $600 a month eating out, where's all that money going? It's going in and coming right out. They ain't got no kind of investment. You understand? We got to stop there. We got to have some priorities. Now, let's do this real quickly. I do want to show you a little something about cryptocurrency. You guys heard of cryptocurrency? Are any of you guys investing in cryptocurrency? You're not? One or two? Okay. Why are you not investing in cryptocurrency? Can you help me? But you hear about it, right? Did you know BlackRock, the largest wealth manager in the world, now has a cryptocurrency fund, ETF fund? Did you know Fidelity Investments, the second largest wealth manager in the world, now has a ETF fund for cryptocurrency? It's becoming mainstream. And you can't sit on the sidelines and just watch it. Let's do this. Go to CoinMarketCap. Y'all write this down. It's called CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap.com. Coin, C-O-I-N, like coins. CoinMarketCap.com. All right. There it is, right there. Second one. Click on that for me. I'm going to show you something here I want you guys to take a serious look at. My little grandson has an account. I would go in there and show you his, but I didn't get his permission, so. But I'm going to show you something. Scroll up till we can see those coins there, okay? Stop right there, okay. This CoinMarketCap is like an indicator. It tracks all these different coins, how well they're doing, okay? Now, I'm going to tell her this. Go back to, click on Bitcoin. Click it on. The Bitcoin is the #1 coin in the world. Would you click it on? And I want you guys to see some stuff, okay? Now, Bitcoin is currently at $68,200. Now, I want you to go back click on the 1 month area up there. 1 month. See, it says 1 month? Right there. Okay? Now, where was Bitcoin a month ago, guys? It's right there in front of you. On his, no. It's the arrow over here to the left. I think it was, move your arrow. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Okay. 1 month ago, Bitcoin was at $46,000. Y'all see that? So in 1 month, it grew $22,000, didn't it? And is that a pretty good return? Let's go back to 1 year. 1 year. Click on Bitcoin 1 year ago. How much was it? Y'all see that? So 1 year ago, Bitcoin was $20,000 per coin. Today it's at $68,000. Did it grow? How many times did it grow? Was that about a 300-some%? Was that right? So if you'd have had $10,000 in Bitcoin, how much would you have now? Would you have 40,000? If you had $1,000 in Bitcoin a year ago, would you have $4,000? Are y'all getting this? You can't sit on the sidelines, guy, and let the big boys have all the fun. Always remember, fractional investing. Fractional investing. That means if a stock price is $800 or $900, that you can go in and buy $100 of it or $200 of it. If Bitcoin is $68,000, you can buy $1,000 of it. And if those stocks go up by 20, 30, 40, 100%, your money did the same thing. Not as much as theirs, but yours went up by the same. The objective is return on investments, return on investment, return on investments. That's the objective. Now, when should you put money in these type of accounts? You should put money in these type of accounts when your 401k has been funded. That means on your 401k, if your job is putting in 5%, you put in 5%. Y'all got that? That's first, right? You do this when you get your emergency fund put together. You need a mini emergency fund is about $1,000, right? That's a mini if you don't have one. But you need to have at least about $3,000 in your emergency fund. But your emergency fund is 3 to 6 months of your income, your expenses. So if your expense was $4,000 a month, you need about $24,000 in emergency fund. Why is that? Well, if you get hurt on the job, you don't have any time built up, or you don't have any disability insurance, that money is going to come out of your emergency fund to keep you going. It's very important to do good planning before you get on the investing side. You got to have all the life and stuff, disability stuff in place before you get on the investing side, because that's your foundation. That gives you the opportunity to invest with peace of mind. That makes sense? Keep the foundations the foundations. Let me show you something else. Let's go back to another one here. I'm going to show these guys something. Go to, let's see, we can just search it. Let's see, got a search engine up there somewhere? Yeah, over there. Put a flow, there it is right there. Just take that up for a second. It popped up by itself. Right there, Floki. Put that one. See it? Click on that one right there. Right here, Floki. You got it? Flokia, yeah. Now, I think you got bonk on there. Let's go back and put Flokia in there. I showed you one of the top ones to invest in. Now I'm gonna show you one if you want to play around with. Put $100, $200 in, and play with it. Or put 1,000. It doesn't matter to me, but I'm gonna show you what it does. What it's done. Go back to. Let's see. Go back to 7 days. Hit the 7 day mark. Y'all see that? This thing right here. If you see this price right here, that's less than a penny. That's less than half of a penny. Y'all got it? So it's a new crypto that has a certain utility to do certain things, but by it being very new, it's almost like buying a penny stock, right? You know about penny stocks? But watch this. Now, this is the price right here. Now, go back to a month ago. Hit a month. You hit the mic button? All right. Y'all see the price there? Now go back to a year ago. Y'all see that price? I need to take y'all to another so y'all can see the real growth. That coin right there has grown about 800% in 1 year. Wow. 800%. See what? Go to Coinbase.com. They got a little bit better deal there. Explain it. Coinbase.com.
Deacon Thomas?
Yeah.
We got a couple of online questions too, just whenever you have a chance.
Okay, let's do it, man. Online. Go ahead and ask me.
Okay, first question. You covered some steps to buying stocks. Could you maybe go real quickly on those steps, go over those steps once again for buying stocks?
Okay, I will.
And then 3 things that we should do after taking this class.
After taking the class?
As it relates to stocks.
Relation to stocks. Okay, good deal. I will go over that. Let's see if we can find the. Now, Coinbase is kind of like a Fidelity Investments. They handle all the major coins for the United States. They're registered. They're a stock company. They're a great company if you're going to buy coins, called Coinbase. Okay, real important. Let's see. Go to the See More Assets. Go there. No, come back down where it says See More Assets. Come down. Right there. Hit that button right there. Yeah, okay, scroll up now. All right, now, I think these guys got a little bit better flow on it. So let's put flow key in there again on Coinbase if you can do it. Flow key in the search engine. There you go. F-L-O-K-I. F-L-O-K, I think. Oh, there it is. Right there. Click on there, okay. All right. Yeah, here's what, now y'all, this got the percentages. Now, go back to 1 week. In 1 week. Now, you see what, y'all see this, you see this number right here? If you had $100 in there in 1 week, you'd have made another $100. Y'all see that? That's when you want to play with somebody, be aggressive. Go back to 1 month. Y'all see that? That's 639% in 1 month. 1 month. See, sometimes it pays to have somebody know how to do this stuff. That's that conversation. Don't let your pennies get in with your dollars, because it makes you money. All I'm trying to show you is that you can make money, crypto, stocks, mutual funds, all kind of ways. You can make money. You can't sit on the sidelines and not let your money go to work for you. Hey, listen, if I had a problem with my car right now, if I had a dent or something on it, you see Joe sitting over there? Best in the state of Arkansas. Raise your hand, Joe. He can make a car look brand new. Got his own company, his own employees and stuff. If I went to him, I'd feel totally confident I could walk away, my car be taken care of. When you go to your doctor, your dentist, put people inside your circle, your advisors inside your circle that you can trust has got your best interest in mind. Because don't get sentimental with people, just do business with people because you like them, or because they're friends, or because they're church members. When you get this information, guys, you got to take action. You don't want to just be note takers. Note takers need to be action takers. That makes sense? Action takers make money. Real simple. Now, Mark, you said 3 things the person needs to do after this class?
3 steps to buying stocks, number 1, and then 3 things that we can do, action steps that we can take as it relates to investments after this class.
Okay. 3 things to buy stocks. What I would do, I would go to the Fidelity Investments or the Charles Schwab site, and I would go through the tutorial on there. It breaks down what a stock is and all that kind of stuff. As you guys know, a stock is when you buy ownership in a company. If I bought $100 worth of Microsoft, I'm now owner with Microsoft. I'm part owner. You got it? So go in there and learn about the stock. That's all it is. Secondly, I like Charles Schwab platform. I'm not a big Robinhood platform kind of guy. I like the blue chip guys. I would open up the account at Charles Schwab. I would transfer some money from my whatever account, savings account, checking account, to fund Charles Schwab. And then I would pick me out about 4 or 5 different stocks I wanted to put money in. I wouldn't just put money in one stock. I want to kind of diversify my stock portfolio. Because keep in mind, your stock portfolio should periodically change because you're kind of your own money manager with those stocks, okay? So that's kind of what I would do, and it's real simple to learn how to buy a stock. Is it, Tim? How long did it take you 5 minutes to learn how to do it? Are you buying stocks at home now? Y'all see that? Yeah. So all I'm trying to say, we got people in the room that are having success by following the steps. Hey, Randy, did you buy some stocks? Was it hard? Oh, okay.
Then there's one follow-up question.
What's the follow-up question?
In the black binder on page 37, there are several pie charts as relates to the aggressiveness or lack thereof. Can you recover those pie charts?
I don't know. Candace was supposed to cover those when she was here, so.
She did.
Did they see that? Let me look at something real quick. The pie charts are good. You guys did your risk profiles, right? Inside those risk profiles, it tells you what kind of investor you are, right? Inside the pie chart, it tells you every kind of stock that you should invest in, right? When I say what kind of stock you should invest in, that means that you got a large cap equity, small cap equity, international equity, fixed income, and cash equivalents, cash investments. Each one of those colors represent a stock you should put your money in based off your profile. I am probably not the best person to talk about this like this because I'm what you call a sector investor. You say, okay, Charles, what is a sector? All my life, I've invested in sectors. When I say sectors, I have a lot of money over in healthcare, technology, things that trend is where I invest most of the time. And I tell young people, if you got 20 or 30 years to invest, you probably need to be a sector investor too. Because the Fidelity Investment Mutual Fund we talked about, that's a sector mutual fund. That's a mutual fund that invests in a sector of semiconductors. You just catch that? So, but to diversify your portfolio against risks and downtrends, that's why you want to spread your investments over 4 or 5 different investments and not put them all in the same sector. But I'm an extremely aggressive investor, so it's hard for me to teach on that when I don't do it, But it's a good thing to do inside your portfolios, your 401k portfolios. It depends on where you are age-wise, how much risk you want to take. That's why this is so important, okay? And also, if you don't know how to buy stock, just go to YouTube and say, how do I buy stock on Charles Schwab? They got a 3-minute video there, right, Tim? Did it walk you right through it? Randy, did it walk you right through it? So it's real simple, guys. It's not that difficult. The key is getting started, okay? One other thing I want to show you guys, I want to show you one other thing because somebody in here is got to be getting ready to retire real soon. And I want to show you something that I think is a good place to put retirement money. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Okay. A lot of time when people retire, they got money inside their 401ks, things like that. They're old, they want to retire, roll it over into something, but they don't want to have that risk, right? I think annuities is a good place to put that money. When you retire and they give you a pension, what is a pension? A pension is an annuity. You hear people talk about that? Your pension annuity, that kind of thing? You can create your own annuity. Because check this out. This is just an example of a $100,000 investment The red up there represents the S&P 500 index. The S&P is the index that's got 500 different stocks in it, okay? There's just 500 top companies in the United States. They got 500 companies there. But if you notice, see how that S&P thing go up and down? You see that? This person took their same $100,000 and put it inside of an annuity, and what the annuity did, it tracked the S&P. It was not in the S&P, but it tracked the S&P, and that way it got a portion of what the S&P was earning without their money being at risk. Y'all catch that? Now watch, this is really neat. So if you notice right here, the S&P went up to $136,000. You see that? Then it dropped. But the annuity went up to $125,000. So it didn't get all the participation inside the S&P, but it got partial. You see it? So the company says, we're going to track the S&P, we're not going to put your money in the S&P, and we're going to invest your money, and you don't have any risk. So when the S&P went down to $78,000, what did the annuity do? Did it stay the same? Y'all see that? Now watch this. The S&P took off again. Wham! What did the annuity do? But this time, is the annuity ahead of the S&P? Now tell me why the annuity started outpacing the S&P. She said it didn't have any catching up to do. Anybody else? It didn't drop. Okay, anybody else? So the annuity only participated in the upside of the market. Y'all see that? The annuity never participated in the downside of the market. Now watch this. The annuity comes over here. It drops again from 145 down to 100,000. Then it takes off again. It goes to $206,000. That's the S&P. That's the S&P over that period of time. How much money is that the annuity during that same period of time? It outpaced the S&P, didn't it? So the annuity provided safety. It provided returns. It provided access to your money at zero risk. Wow. Is that a wow? That's a wow, then. Yeah, so if you know anybody that's getting ready to retire, they got lump sums of money. You know, a lot of times people want to leave their lump sum of money with their companies. So you're leaving this out that 401k, it's going to go up and down. You leave it with the state. They're going to sit there and make money on your money. Take your money, roll over into your investment, let it continue to grow, and be part of your generation. You control all of that. You don't have to worry about nothing happening to that money. Powerful stuff, isn't it? Yeah, question. When you retire. Yeah, there's a caveat to it. No. As young as you are, I want you to go look at your 401ks, and I want you to analyze those 401ks and find out where your money needs to be going. Remember, you're looking for what? Companies that's got double-digit returns over a 10-year period because their historical is no guarantees, but the historical tells you about their history, how well they're managed. You guys got that? Yeah. Well, typically, Schwab and Fidelity, some of those guys have annuity, but they very, very have high fees to them. You want to get with maybe somebody like me, a broker. We got about 50 different annuities we look at as a company, and we try to make sure that annuity is designed to do what you want it to do. Because you can also take an annuity and make it pay you for the rest of your life, just like a pension. The rest of your life. And still control your money and not give it to the insurance company. Very powerful, powerful concept. But lack of knowledge, not knowing this stuff. See, our goal in this class is to expose you to information you never had before. Secondly, to educate you about the information. And the most important part is to empower you to take action. That's our goal. We got so many success stories of people who paid their homes off, paid their student loans off. We've seen people join their $100,000 accounts to $800,000 accounts that came out of this class over the last 12 years. If you take action, we can promise you success because the principles, the foundations are simple. The simple foundations. Get control of your spending. Cut back on all the wasteful spending. Give your money some new direction. Control where your money is going. Give it direction. Know tomorrow is coming. A lot of you guys going to be my age one day. And a young person to take care of you, to take care of that older guy next day, next or years to come, is you. Wherever you are right now, as a young person you are, you're the person responsible for the older person that you're going to be one day. And you got to take that serious because this country is changing. We got $34 trillion in debt. And that's why you've got to have a Roth IRA, guys. What is a Roth IRA? A Roth IRA is where you take your net money that you made and invest it into a Roth IRA. Now, how do you fund a Roth IRA? You can use any of these mutual funds we talk about to fund your Roth IRA. You can take the semiconductors fund and fund your Roth IRA. Y'all caught that? See, the 401k, the TSP, the 457, the 403b, the Roth IRA, the IRA, they're nothing but titles. They're IRS titles that you can use to shelter money for retirement purposes. Yeah, I'm getting like Joe Biden now. Let's get my words tied up. Anyway, y'all ready? Okay. But they are titles that you use to fund your retirement. So what do you fund those retirement things with? You fund them with investment vehicles. You take those mutual funds and stocks and all those things and put them inside those titles for your future. Yeah. Pastor Tisa, you guys can go get the food. We'll wrap up as soon as y'all get your food, okay? How about that? Go ahead and grab your food real quick, and come back and we'll wrap this thing up. And we'll be, oh, yeah, bless the food. Dear God, thank you for this food we're about to see in their sound bodies. In your son, Jesus' name, amen. large cap stocks, mid cap stocks, and small cap stocks are the stocks inside that mutual fund that's going to grow your money. That's why even as a conservative investor, the recommendation is still to have money inside those areas, because that bond money is never going to get more than 3, 4, 5, 6% at the most. Okay? So we think you still need to be diversified and got your money in different places, especially in retirement. If you can't handle risk, Candace talked about that risk factor. If you got $100,000 and it can go down 35%, you're looking at $65,000, you don't need to be in those kind of investments. You can't handle that. You definitely don't need to be in those kind of investments if you're getting close to retirement. But I will tell you something. When Mr. Obama took office, the market took the worst hit in the history of America. And guess what a lot of people did? They took their money out and they got on the sidelines. From the time Mr. Obama got in office until now, the stock market's had a 2,000 or 3,000% return that those people sit on the sidelines and missed. See, if you understand investing, when good, valuable stocks go down in value, you should get excited because it's a fire sale going on. And you ought to go in and buy those stocks. Because when you go in and buy those stocks, when that market starts turning back up, those stocks can do what? Turn back up, just like on the dollar cost average thing she did today. So don't get afraid when the market goes down, especially if you got good money managers. Now, one of the reasons I talk all the time about the Fidelity funds is because they got great, great money managers over that manage your money. Great money managers. But you could just get an index fund. It's really important. An index fund. An index fund from Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Vanguard, all those guys have index funds. Index funds follow indexes. When you guys did your homework, we told you you're supposed to know what an index is, right? An index is nothing but a group of companies that are put together and they manage themselves. The S&P 500 is an index. You can put your money inside and just pay that money every month at $100 a month, $100 a month, and just manage your money. And it's got 500 different companies in there. Some companies going to go up, some companies going to go down. Go to, this thing's messing up now, huh? It's trying to mess up here. What's going on? Well, anyway, it must have went offline. Must have timed out. The people online, I guess they're going to miss us. Hey, see y'all guys later. Anyway, but here's kind of where we are. Go to your phones and go to the S&P 500. Go to S&P 500 YTD year to date. Okay. Google, go to S&P 500 year to date. Let's see here. S&P 500. Yeah, just an S in the word and P 500 YTD. Okay. S&P 500 YTD. Okay? YTD. Scroll down till we see a YTD. Go to Slick Charts right there. Slick Charts. It's probably on Slick Charts too, guys. Yeah. You guys see that? You guys get to it? The S&P 500 year to date is 7.73% return. Y'all see that? The S&P 500 is 7.7% return year to date. They're having a great year. I'm still alive? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Still okay, cool. Well, the S&P 500 index fund has 500 companies in there. So if you want to just invest and put your money in a good solid fund, the S&P 500, just put your money and let it invest every month. And keep in mind, the S&P goes up, it goes down. Y'all saw that chart with the annuity, right? The S&P goes up, it goes down. But if you got time on your side, don't worry about it. But I suggest to you, try to get some good tech funds right now because the tech is a trend. All right? Any questions for me? Any questions? Question over here.
What's the best place to go to buy crypto?
Coinbase. Her question is, what's the best place to go to buy crypto? Coinbase, Coinbase.com. Coinbase, actually you ought to buy Coinbase stock too. They're a public company. Their stock is doing really good. So anyway, Coinbase is a public company on the New York Stock Exchange. They are legitimate and they hold your crypto just like Fidelity hold your investments, okay? Yeah, get your little crypto. Any more questions? Good question. Yes, sir, Matt. Yeah, fractional, real simple. When you go to Charles Schwab or even Fidelity, let's say the stock costs $200, right? You only want to spend $50. You get $50 of that stock, which is a quarter of a share. So they will not block you because all you want to spend is $50. Take NVIDIA is $850, right? You want to participate in NVIDIA, but you don't want to pay $850 for one share. It's okay. I'm gonna buy $200 a month on NVIDIA. Just let it grow. Every month I'm gonna get me a recurring thing. I'm gonna buy it every month. Fractional. You can go in there and buy a portion of it, not all of it. That's all it is, fractional shares. Yeah. Good question. Any other questions? Oh, go ahead. The trader. That's that trading lady right there. The what now? Computers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes it's the company. Yeah. Yeah. It's in super microcomputers. They just got added. You do know that, right? She's talking about a company, guys, called Super Microcomputers, which is another up-and-coming artificial intelligence company. Their stock is just taking off right now, too. A very, very good company. So you guys want to look at that, too. Let's find that for them up here so you can look at it. Let's Google SMIC year-to-date. SMCI, okay. SMCI, YTD, yeah, go there. And let's go take a look at it. Let's see if I can find a better chart for them to look at. Scroll down here. Let's see. Where's my other one? YT year-to-date thing. This is Wall Street. Yeah. Okay, this is good. So we can get a chance to look at another chart here. Let's just go to the first one, the stock. Go back to the first one. Hit back, yeah. Let's go to Yahoo Finance. Go to Yahoo Finance. Yeah. Yahoo Finance is another tool that you can use. Okay. As you can see, Super Microcomputers right now is $1,140 per share. They're down like 1.7%. So what we'll do, we'll go take a look at this chart over here, and we'll go back and look at them for the last month and see where they are. See the chart right there, the red? Yeah, hit that chart right there, okay? Let's close out that black part there. Now, take your thing and put it over here on the very end to the left, February the 9th. Okay. Where's that? You put it down there? Yeah. Yeah, right there. Right there. Hold it right there. Right. Okay, you see on February the 9th, this stock was $736 a share. You see it? Y'all see that? And today is what? That thing's taking off, isn't it? Pretty crazy, ain't it? Let's go back and look at it 6 months ago. Did you hit the 6 month button? Yeah, okay. Come to the left corner over there. What was it, 256? Y'all see that? Top corner over there? It was $256 6 months ago, and now it's at $1,140. So the question should be, what's causing this stock to grow so fast? If you're analyzing this stock right now, you want to go analyze this stock, go to Morningstar or even go to the research tools. Hit the back button. I'm going to show you how to analyze it on here. Yeah. There you go. Okay, go where it says conversations. This is Yahoo Finance, okay? under conversations, you get a chance to listen to some of the guys in the community talk about this particular stock, how well it's doing. And they got over 6,000 some conversations in here. I'm sorry. If you get a chance to listen to other investors and stuff, this is another way just to analyze it, you know. This analyst hasn't been paying attention to this huge increase. You know, it's going to have a lot of industry jargon on there you're probably not going to be able to understand. So take that stock and put it into, I would suggest Morningstar, and look at all the statistics, look at their history, look at where they're trying to go, look at if they're getting ready to merge with somebody, look who's invested into them. A lot of times you have companies like Microsoft and other major companies investing into other smaller companies like this, driving their stock up. So if they're investing into those companies, something's getting ready to happen. Or they're getting ready to do acquisition and take over that company, and you can participate in that. That's when you go a little bit deep on the stock side. But here's what I want to leave you with as I close out, is that simplify how you see investing. Number one, you don't need a lot of money, okay? Number two, you just got to get started. Number three, seek help. If you don't understand it, seek help. Tim was in my office, 5 minutes he buying stocks. Randy was in my office, him and his wife, both of them buying stocks. It's not that difficult. Get some people inside your circle that you can trust, and build you a circle of advisors that you can trust, from the tax people to your investment people to your insurance people to your lawyers. Get you a whole circle of advisors that you can trust. These people want to talk to you. The lawyer, the tax people, the investment, they want to talk to you. But most of all, get you a quarterback. Get you a coach. What's a coach? A coach that's got enough experience to look at what everybody else is doing to make sure they're doing it right. To make sure you're dealing with good quality people that are making good quality decisions on your behalf. You got it? You guys got enough knowledge right now to have tremendous amount of success. Tremendous amount of success. But you just got to get started. When we first started this class, I made you guys promise me that you would not procrastinate. Y'all remember that? So between now and the next 60 to 90 days, I want somebody calling my office, calling me. I want some success stories. I want to hear what you guys are doing. And I want to help you get there. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? Let me play something for you then, and we're going to close it out. See if I can get it to play here. Let's see. We're going to turn the lights off and let you guys enjoy this. Let's see. It's called Enjoy the Journey. Can you scroll down for me? Oh, right there. It's called Enjoy the Journey. Let's see. Start with an E. You see a D-E. Put it over there. Put Enjoy the Journey in there. Enjoy. Oh, right there. Enjoy the ride. Yeah, right there. Click on that one. Yeah. See if we can get it to come up. Yeah. Let's turn those lights off for me, please. There you go. All right, all right. Hey, guys, listen. Wherever you are in your life, enjoy the ride, you know. Pick the phone up when you leave here. Call somebody you hadn't called in a while. Take the nice sheets out. Use them. Take the stuff out of the cabinets, the china, all that good stuff. Use it every day. That car you always wanted to buy, go buy it. Just buy it reasonable. You know, that means buy it used. Okay? But what I'm saying, though, wherever you are right now, enjoy it. Enjoy being present. And take care of yourself. Give yourself some self-love. This has been a wonderful class. I've enjoyed you guys, and I wish you the best. Take care.